America was founded on the principles of liberty and freedom, but it was built on the backs of enslaved people, a truth we must not ignore. One insidious way that racist fanatics have sought to glorify slavery and white supremacy and domestic terror and intimidation has been through monuments and honors, like naming counties and schools and military bases after white supremacists. Donald Trump panders to racists because he thinks it helps him politically. So he's all in on this one.
The president said these monumental and very powerful bases have become part of a great American heritage.
Changing the names of our military bases won't erase the history of slavery and the legacy of white supremacy in the United States. We must take active steps and enact policies to dismantle systemic racism. But until we confront the impact of racism and discrimination that lies at the heart of the founding of this country, we will never become a nation of our highest ideals. Fort Bragg was named after Braxton Bragg, who was a Confederate general who killed U.S. soldiers, and he was a slave owner. Historians also widely consider him to be a terrible battlefield general, losing battle after battle until he was pulled from the battlefield by Jefferson Davis. Fort Hood is named after John Hood, who quit the U.S. Army to join the Confederacy. John Hood killed U.S. soldiers to defend slavery. And Fort Benning is named after Henry Benning, who led troops at Gettysburg, Confederate troops who killed U.S. soldiers. Benning was also deeply racist. He once said he preferred illness or death than to see African Americans hold elected office, and he fought against the United States in order to try to keep a slave economy. The decision to name military bases after Confederate generals didn't occur right after the Civil War. It happened much later as part of a deliberate effort in the early 20th century to try to make Confederate leaders into heroes and to downplay their treason and their commitment to slavery. To this day, that effort continues.
It's an effort to smear our history and our patriotic spirit.
Instead, they're an effort to abolish the past and to declare it morally worthless and unworthy of respect.
The president will not be signing legislation that renames America's forts.
As a nation, we have some serious soul searching to do. The racist violence that killed George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery is rooted in a legacy of racism, discrimination, and oppression. And the tributes to white supremacy on our military installations have helped keep it alive. These honors for traitors who killed to preserve slavery were put in place as part of a project to send the message every day that that flag goes up over the fort that white supremacy is a core value of the American people. It is time to declare that project over and to start a new one that roots out white supremacy at every level of government and builds a more just future.